everybody, I'm Joe Evans, and today I'm going to go through 5 quick reviews of games that really are quick reviews of games that have been reviewed elsewhere on the channel or ones that I've been trying to get a review off for a while that I finally want to talk about. But I'm going to try to go through these quick and let you know quickly what I think about these. So, let's get started. Okay, first off, it's a game called Whirly Derby. Whirly Derby reminded me of a game that was kind of popular at cons for a while called Beat the 8 Ball. The whole thing is you're going to drop marbles down this funnel, they spin around, and then they kind of fall through, and you're kind of rooting for your marble to be the first. It sounds silly. It is silly. I mean, it's this metal, I don't know, funnel that you drop them in, and you put them in a cup, shake them up, and then you pour them, and you see them go around and around. And it sounds like a very silly thing, and it is, but people actually get into it. So for a filler game, it's kind of what you're looking for. I mean, there's obviously just a lot of luck because it's whatever marbles fall, that's what you're going to get. Now, that's not all the thing is. It's actually when the marbles drop down, that chooses where you get to your order. You get to draft cards, and the cards you get are going to give you victory points. They can also be set collection, things like that. So you do have a little bit more of that. There's also some variety with like this larger marble that's going to, if it ever gets there, it just blocks the funnel, so everything behind it doesn't even finish, right? So there's a lot of silly things like that in this game. This game is cute. I enjoy it. I'm coming down out of 6 on it. I do compare it to games like Beat the 8 Ball that are very quick. But this game is exactly what it should be. It's light, it's silly, it's fun. If you're looking for a filler game that's a bit dexterity, and also that the family can play, this is one to check out. This is called Whirly Derby. Okay, next is from the Abyss universe. This is Legions. Legions is pretty cool because it's interesting because it's kind of a lane battler, or it seems like a lane battler, but the whole point of the game isn't to win the lanes. Winning the lanes only gives you extra abilities. It's not how you win. You get the ability that you always win by victory points, or you collect 5 of those flags. Here's what's interesting about this game. I like the alternate victory conditions, number 1. I do like that. Lane battlers, for me, I enjoy some, but it's really just about watching those lanes. These, with that lane only giving you an extra ability to get you to that victory condition, is pretty cool because you can focus on the flags or you can focus on the victory points. I like when you have different kind of branching paths of victory because you want to do tunnel vision looking at trying to get the most victory points, but you also have to be cognizant of how many flags they have over there. That's interesting. And also the drafting mechanic on this, I think, is really cool too, because your initiative value is how you're going to draft your cards, and you're going to pull those cards over to you, and whatever card is left, that is the lane that you're going to battle in. That's interesting because you are drafting the card you need, but also if you're going first, you don't want to leave a card that's going to cause a battle to happen in that lane. And if you lose that battle, then your cards are going to flip over, negating all your power in that lane. That's interesting. I like the thought that goes into this. There's a lot of very thinky things in this. And again, it's in the Abyss universe, so it has that kind of look to it, which I love the Abyss look. And this really has it in droves. So that I like. There's a lot to like about this game. It feels like a lane battler, but it's more robust. There's more going on with this. So I really like the additions in this. I'm coming in at an 8 on this. This is one to definitely look at because even if you like lane battlers, but you want something a bit more, something that has more going on, where you have drafting, all this, and the artwork is great. Components are great. This is one to definitely check out. This is Legions. Okay, next, this is a very cute strategy game. This is so cute that I was walking around the Big Game Bash that we have down here, and I've seen it played a couple times, and I'm like, I got to play that game eventually, because it's one of those that just stood out to me. It's called Abducktion. Get it? Abducktion. They have ducks. Anyway, it's very cute. It's got these little bitty ducks, different colors, and there's a spaceship that you grab and pull the ducks out of. And they're all going to be placed in front of you, and it's pattern kind of building or pattern assimilation, I guess, because you're going to try to rearrange. It's a spatial puzzle where you're going to manipulate and try to figure out a pattern, right? You're going to try to get certain ducks in a certain pattern that matches something up there, and then if you do it correctly, you're going to get those victory points that are going to get beamed away. And then it's going to go ahead and trickle down. The ducks are going to move, and then you're going to replace them with more ducks that are randomly drawn out of the ship. That's interesting, right? It sounds like a very light, fun, family weight game, and it is. But there's a bit more thinking is behind it than I thought. I actually, it's almost like it's not a brain burner by any stretch of the imagination, but it's one of those that's like, okay, well, hold on. I think I can shoot for this. If I just move, and you kind of like cheer when someone gets one of those really big patterns, and you're like, wow, you nailed that, you know? Now some of the patterns you do luck into, like any pattern building game, you will probably luck in, you pull the right ducks. Any pattern building game where you pull the right ducks is just so random. No, but you pull the right ducks and you put them in there. I mean, that happens here, but it's light, it's cute, it's got just enough decision space. So this is one I think to check out. Coming in at a 6.5 on this because this is a cute almost family weight game, but I hesitate saying that because I think it might be a thinkier game. So if you do have older kids or whatever, this is a cute one for them to try. So anyway, this is Abducktion. Okay, next is a tile lane kind of drafting game. This is Castle Builder. Castle Builder is pretty much you're building a castle. And the whole thing is you are taking tiles, you're placing them down. They have numbers on them, and they also have the look. They could be a castle, the side of a castle could be the sky or whatever. So you, of course, you have rules on where you can place. Your first one could be anything, right? So then you're going to build up. You can have any number on there. However, they're going to stack like this, so you're going to have numbers, then whatever goes on top of both of them has to be the sum of the two below it. All right, that's where it gets interesting, because you might go ahead, you put too high of numbers down here, it's going to be hard to find this one here. So if you put a 1 and a 3, your 4 is going to go up there. So that I do enjoy. You kind of stack and you're kind of building, and then the decisions get more and more difficult because you can't just put stone over sky. Obviously, you have to go up, and there's different rules on stacking it, and you're slowly going up. There's also a track down the center that if you go higher up in the castle, as you build higher and higher, you get to move along that track. You get to get coins for victory points. You also get to get more tiles out there. This is very cute. I enjoyed this. This is it's a very light, again, I think this is a lighter filler style game. There's one variant in the rule book that I would recommend. I really think it should have been actually in the rules. I think they call it the Royal Strategy variant. And this right here is you can discard tiles to modify the value of what you're going to build. This really helps in late game because this game can drag in late game because you are looking for such specific tiles. So this right here will kind of give you a bit more flexibility. So I would always play with that. So I would definitely recommend you guys do that as well. So anyway, this is coming in at 6.5 for me again. Again, this is a cute family weight, again, filler game that's it's pattern building, tile lane. Not really pattern building, I guess. It's more tile lane. But anyway, you build a castle, which is pretty cool. I've always built a castle. Would not be good at building a real castle, but I'm good at this. Fairly good at this. Anyway, that is Castle Builder, 6.5. Okay, and finally, I've been holding off on reviewing this because I am the outlier on this. This is Origin Story. Origin Story is a trick taker that people in the office seem to love. It is a trick taker that you are pretty much you're building a superhero, and as you do it, it's a trick taking game, yada, 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 1 to 13, whatever, must follow suit, they have a trump card, all this. Each character has asymmetry. Anyway, so hard to say that word this early in the morning. So all of that sounds good, but then every round you start to get these kind of not game breaking, but game altering superpowers, right? As you develop who your superhero is. So you're going to get different things. You'll get one, then another, then another. Some are going to give you goals. If you get these goals, you get extra victory points or additional things you can do on your turn. It'll make certain cards worth a bit more, make you look for certain things, make your trump suit vary or be more powerful, less powerful. All of these things go up and down, up and down. It's wacky, it's crazy. It's very flux, man. It's like everyone has their individual flux game they're playing. The chaos and just, it doesn't really matter because these things aren't balanced. They're not even close to balanced. They're in the same realm of balanced. And it's fine. But if you want that wacky craziness of it, this is Flux, a trick-taking game to me. I know I'm the outlier. Now, there's one thing I like about these. They have these event cards that every time it comes out, the round plays differently. I like that. I like the event cards. That, for me, was the point that stood out on this. The event cards, I like trick-taking games that we'll mix things up every once in a while. This time we're going high to low. This time we're going low to high. This time this is the trouble. I like that. But there's not enough of that in this game. That only shows up in the later rounds. It's all about these wacky type of powers. And then you got the final form that can feel different depending on what you're making, so that the payoff is kind of uneven for everybody, right? So, and the art style didn't really grab me. The art style, I guess what they're going for is very artsy. It's very watercolor, very abstract. I don't get it. You're going for this kind of superhero building vibe. So it's not really a comic book look that I thought would kind of match that. I don't know, maybe it's a new style of superhero that I don't really get, but the whole look of it, I was just like, meh. You know, I mean, like, just give me some good artwork of it. I think if this had like a very big, because it's a very silly game, right? This art style makes it look like it is just a very thinky abstract game. It is not. You know, it is just a wacky, crazy Flux style game. And it should have that artwork. If it had that artwork and you knew going in, this is just silly, I don't know. Maybe I'd give it a bit more of a nod, but even then, I don't know. And again, I am the outlier on this. So if this sounds like a good idea to you guys, then maybe you will like it. If you like the tight, skill-based trick taking, which is weird. I'm not the trick taker here at the office at all. But I didn't know I liked tight, skill-based trick takers, but I guess I'm more leaning that way. If you like that, this is probably a pass for you, but if you like that flux, craziness, and whatever, maybe you would like this one. You know, for me, it's a pass. I'm coming down to 5.5 on this. This is one that I probably won't ever play again. It's fine. Again, people here at the office love it. There's another review on the channel of people saying how much they love it, just professing their undying love and proposing to it. So that's out there too if you want to take a look at it. But anyway, that's where I land on Origin Story. Okay, so that is it. Those are 5 quick reviews. So I know you might feel quite differently than me on several of those. It's okay, but I had to give my honest opinions because I'm an honest person. Anyway, I'm Joey Evans, and I'll see you later on the channel.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.